Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a helpful video here. So, for those of you guys who are leveling, if you're wondering how to get your item level up, this is a very easy way to do it. So, as soon as you hit 90, I need you to follow these steps because basically it's the quickest thing you can do. And it's the one thing you need to do. Now, granted, some of this is on luck. You can't always get it, but you have at least once a week of getting this right here. So let me show you. At least once a... Who made me start dancing? Jesus Christ, too. Anyways, basically what you want to do is you're trying to get this, the key to the Palace of Lei Shin. Now the reason why you want it is because with this key you can go to a treasure vault. And in this treasure vault you can get Elder Charms of Good Fortune. Now if you want to get better gear for rerolls and everything like that in the raids, you need Lesser Charms, Elder Charms, and Mogu Runes of Fortune. Now, the Lesser Charms are for the Mogu Runes, and if you haven't looked at them yet, the Mogu Runes are used for Throne of Thunder, Nalek, and Undasta. Now, if you're PvPing, I know everybody in the guild won't be doing just PvE content, but even if you're just doing PvP, you still want to do this. Now the good thing is with the new patch that just came out with 5.3, when you kill level 90 and appropriate mobs, you can get lesser charms off of them. So you don't have to do dailies anymore just to get these stupid freaking charms. But benefit is okay. You grab your coins, and the first time you turn it in, you have to turn in, oh my god, look at everybody who freaking paid $25 to get the new bat mount thing. It is pretty cool though. I want that on my freaking warlock. Totally distracted. So, anyways, basically what you want to do is you want to come down here and you want to talk to this guy. His name's Elder Leo, or whatever, however you pronounced it. He's the charm maker. Now, the first time you talk to him, you need 80 coins. But once you've done it once, you only need 50 coins. See, so you collect 50 lesser charms, you give them to him, and he gives you 3 Mogu Runes of Fortune. Now, you can use these in LFR, Throne of Thunder, which, there are cases where you would want to use that. But if you're PvPing, you're going to want these not for that. You're going to want them for Undasta, and you're going to want them for Nalek, because they have a chance of dropping Tyrannical gear. So you want to come over here, you definitely want to get your, you want to start getting your runes. So you come over here, grab your runes, and you get 3 a week. So, like I still have 2 from last week. I just haven't really been doing LFR that much. I do need to do Undasta and Nalek. But once you do that, once you hit 90, first thing, of course, you gotta come over to this guy. If you don't know where yet, you have to complete a quest chain just to come to 2 shrines. So once you complete the quest chain in Kunlun Summit, which I believe the quest chain starts like somewhere right around here, right around the front gate. You do a quick quest chain, allows you to get into the this place. Where am I at? Valley. Allows you to get into the Vale of Eternal Blossoms. Once you do that and you hit level 90, you come talk to the dragon guy right here, and this is the person that you want to learn your flight path from. So this is so you can fly in Pandaria. Now once you get your flight training, you need to fly. If you haven't, because most people don't jump over the wall. Typically, questing wise, you're gonna come through Jade, you're gonna go down to Four Winds, you could go into the wilds and possibly, and then maybe up in the summit. But at that point, you should already be 90. If you've been doing enough dungeons, hell, you might not have seen any of this. Tanking wise, I really didn't see much content. There is, you can come through, if you're not sure exactly yet on how to get through Jade. If you're just starting on Mist, you're wondering how you get from one location to other, because this is a generalized video. Everything you need to know so far, just kind of a noob's guide to help you out. When you're coming through Jade, you're going to come down here. There's going to be a bridge that leads into Winds right here. Now, once you come into Winds, there's a little quest chain you can do, and it takes you, there's a staircase over here. It's actually right here. If I click on Four Winds, you'll notice it's right up here in the corner, right where that flight path is. There's a staircase. You go up that staircase, and it'll bring you over to this cave. This cave is what leads to Summit. So if you're wondering how to get through Summit, you want to go through the cave. Once you get through this cave, you notice there's a path right here. That's the path that brings you down in the steps. So if you want to quest in steps, you have to go through Summit and then come down through in the north right there. To get to Dread Waste, though, the only way to get to Dread Waste is you need to do the quest that allows you to go into Eternal Blossoms. Once you get in there, there's a Shadowpan quest you can get that'll bring you over here to the wall, right here. You want to get that quest, and it will jump you up onto the wall, and you'll come down the other side, right here in the corner. And that'll allow you to start questing here. I mean, technically, there is a bridge between right here. There's a big bridge you can take across right there. But, I mean, there's two different ways to get into Dread Waste. I mean, you can either come through Vale of Eternal Blossoms and hop over the wall, or you can go all the way around, come down through steps, go across the log bridge, and come down into Dread Waste. Chances of you getting there before you're 90, really slim, because there's honestly, if you're questing, there's no reason why you should ever even get to Townlong steps. I mean, you should probably see 3 zones at most. I know I quested, and it was Winds, it was Jade, Winds, Wilds, and 90. Bam, done. But regardless, besides that, you want to get to Townlong Steps. This is your ultimate goal, to make sure you are in Townlong Steps by 90 so that you can come over here to Shadowpan Garrison. Now, you don't need rep for this. All you're going to do is fly over to this person over here, which we're just going to sit back and cruise along the winds of the Pandarian Wilds. Little time here. For everybody who's joined the channel, by the way, and that I haven't said hey to, hi, I had my hex track closed. I'm just sitting here making an instructional video. I'm going to highlight this later. This is primarily for the guild and, other purposes for anyone who's just new to playing WoW in general. But, what's up, Theory? What's up, Renee? How y'all doing? Brown Water G. Braun Water G. I'm sorry, a little bad at pronouncing right there. What's up, man? What's up, you, Sheik? So, alright. I hate flying. It just takes so long. Even with the highest flight speed, it just takes a while. There's some other tips and things that I can go over too. Why I'm doing this, why I'm flying. One of the things you want to do, since they've added a lot of new reps, once you get revered with someone, you can buy a token, like with Golden Lotus, Order of Cloud Serpent, Shadowpan, etc. All the new reps that they've added, you can get a double rep to once you hit revered at least on one character, and it's account wide. So if you didn't know that, here's a little tip for you: focus on one character. If you have one character like that you're leveling up first, you want to level up as fast as you can, get the rep up, get up to revered, and once you get revered, that's going to make it a lot easier for leveling up everybody else. Certain reps are a lot easier than others. Lore Walker is extremely easy. All you got to do, best thing to do, there's a mod on curse.com. It's called Lore Walker, actually. You want to click it. It will tell you what every single scroll is in the game, and it uses TomTom, so it'll give you an arrow where you need to go. I'm actually here. It's somewhere. There he is. Okay, it'll actually give you an arrow where you need to go. So you go talk to all those different people. You'll get these quests in the mail, and unfortunately you can't turn them in until you're 90, but you can level up that. It's more of an archaeology thing, so if you're focusing on archaeology, it's something that you want to do. Now, hey, welcome back. I'm doing a little instructional video on Twitch right now. That's okay. Okay, and basically one of the things I was going to say while I was flying, once you hit up to 90, get a group together. You get 5 people. There are these rare spawns around the world. There's 10 War Scouts, and there are 5 War Bringers. Now, the quickest way, honestly, to get reputation with anyone isn't really going through dungeons, because the tabard thing that was back in the old expansions isn't there anymore. If you want rep, you can only do quests. So you're going to be ending up focusing on dailies and doing the repetition. But since they added the double once you hit revered, at least with one character account wide, it makes it a little bit faster. Quickest way to do that, in Kunlun Summit, you're going to find a Warbringer right here where my cursor is. So you can get about 5 people together. Sometimes you can find the 2 War Scouts that are there too. They're constantly farmed. The benefit is you can get a Triceratops mount. There's 5 of them I think that can drop. And there's these tokens. The tokens, if you have double rep, it's going to give you 2200 experience for every token that you use. And it could be random. It's for all the Mist of Pandaria ones, except for Cloud Serpent and the Sun Reavers, you know, some of the PvP stuff. It's primarily the main ones with Klaxi, Shadowpan, Golden Lotus, August Celestials. Basically, you want to get those tokens, and you can get them off the Warbringers. They're pretty easy to kill, but you typically want a tank and a healer at least. You can't taunt them, so it's first person to attack, so it keeps basically highest DPS on them. It's mainly a focused target right on that person. Mostly because on PvP servers, people could taunt off, so you can't do that anymore. There's no taunt capability whatsoever, so tank needs to hit first. Now, they have a random amount of spells they can do. Typically, not so. Warbringers typically have the same ones. Scouts can have a random, typically using 3. Warbringers, I believe, use 5. But there's one in every single zone. Kunlun Summit, he's up here where the cursor is. That's where the War Scouts will initially spawn, and then they'll path their way around. Jade Forest, he's right here, just above Shrelai Village. Along on a cliff top, and if you're wondering where they are, you'll always see this flying dinosaur right where they'll spawn at. Now, if it's not there, he's already been killed, and they're on a 30 to 40 minute rotation. Basically, once they're killed, and there can only be 4 up at a time. So if it's not there, 4 of them may already be up on the other zones. But once one of them is killed, that one could end up popping up in that zone. So there's one that spawns up here. That's also where the scouts spawn. They always spawn together, and then the scouts will pad around. The Warbringers always stay in the same spot. Just below Temple of the Crane, you're going to find a Warbringer right here. And in Dreadwaste, you're going to find a Warbringer right over here. And in Townlawn Steps, you're going to find one right here. So you want to get together, and you want to kill them if you want to level up your rep. But as far as leveling up gear, and this is the whole point in this video, the reason why the one thing you want to do once you hit 90 is seek absolute concern, because all the rest of that stuff you can focus on after you've hit 90. But this needs to be your first thing. You come right here, you click on this portal, you go inside. Now, I can't show you the scenario event because this, unfortunately, is something that you got to do by yourself. Thanks, man. This, unfortunately, is something you have to do on yourself. Basically, you're going to talk to a guy, and he's going to put you in a solo scenario. Now, I've already done it, so it's going to teleport me to the end of the scenario and what it all looks like over here. But basically, right off the coast here, you're going to be teleported to a ship. On the ship, there's going to be a guy. I don't think it's the leader of the. I don't think it's the Regent Lord. I know there's a blood elf you want to talk to. He's going to give you a quest. You want to talk to him. That quest is going to be for a scenario. You're going to queue in solo. You're going to go step by step by step, going through all the different scenarios until you unlock exactly where I'm at now. Otherwise, you're going to be phased out. Now, once you unlock all that, and you come up to this area right here, basically, hold on, I'm getting whispers. Okay, now basically, there's a couple things you want to do once you get here. Now, there is this daily quest you can do. You can choose, being the fact that this is a PvP island, you can choose between PvE or PvP content. The primary purposes, depending on what you want to do, but the fact is, if you're looking for PvE content, you've got to be clicking on the PvE. It's common sense. Main reason why Sun Reaver bounties also have a chance